Did you know that 15% of men report having no close friends, which is a 5-fold increase since 1990? Or that only 27% of men say that they have 6 or more close friends, down from 55% in 1995. And I could go on, and I will, but male loneliness is a huge problem that nobody really wants to talk about, and I know that there's a little bit of pushback, but for a period in my life, I had a very difficult time going out and making any friends. And it's almost a bit ironic that I go to Japan and my life actually ends up being a lot better. Not because of Japan, of course, but because I've used YouTube, this platform in particular, as a way to keep in touch and meet people. And I think that you can kind of have some bravery or develop the bravery to put yourself out there on the internet and share your ideas knowing that they will ultimately resonate with another person. So when I started Tantris Humble, the main channel that I'm always posting on, I was very, very lonely. I didn't really know where I was going in my life. I just graduated from college. My salary was $0.00, and I paid absolutely no taxes while staying at my mom's place. And so, I mean, many of you guys already know the story. I start posting YouTube videos, and all of a sudden, a lot of people start coming to me, and I realized that there were folks close in my area, young guys in your area kind of thing. And after a couple of DMs, they're like, hey, we should get a drink, hang out, see if the vibe works out. And before I knew it, I developed a relatively strong network of guys with similar interests, and it was from putting myself out there. So, I mean, look, a majority of Gen Z and millennial men agree with the statement that, no one really knows me that well, but you can, I think, sort of change the friendship thing, because we all want this to be fixed. We all want to discuss the male experience, and most people kind of cringe whenever you bring up the subject, but I think that we can fix it. I think that it's genuinely a fixable problem, and when I was 23, 24, looking outside of my bedroom window thinking, oh my god, I'm never gonna have any friends, it was really desolate. Whereas now, I still feel social alienation to some degree, but the friendship part of it has been doing pretty well since I always put myself out there. So to you guys who want to change your lives, I really highly recommend finding a way to express yourself on social media, on YouTube, because there's always an underground community of people waiting to hear what you have to say. And, it's true that 62% of men feel that they can't share their feelings with any friends, according to a Philly Voice, or that only 30% of men had a private conversation with a friend about their feelings in the past week. We could change that just by developing those friendships. And maybe, I don't know, we can get into the nuance of this a little bit more, but the thing with loneliness is that there are also health risks associated with it. It increases the risk of substance abuse by about 35%, depression by 50%, and anxiety disorders by about 26%. And men are 4 times more likely to off themselves than women are, but all the while not talking about it. So if we can it's not even talking about it, and it's not complaining about it, because the idea of the red pill is look at us, we're so sad. I don't want to look at it as we're so sad and desperate to just be heard. I think we can actually take a step forward in each one of our lives and make a friend. If we take Lane, for example, the guy who helps me run this channel, or Sam, shout out to them. I've been feeling great because I can call my bros and discuss these same ideas with the same level of nuance that I normally would expect from myself when writing in a journal or something. And that's the beauty of the internet, is maybe it's making us more lonely because we're using it in the wrong way. But I think that my goal is to create a niche where, we felt lonely, we felt a little isolated, but we can create a positive space where, despite our differences, despite our ideological differences, there's a bit of fraternity and an exchange in ideas where, some of us meet other people in the same group, and then we develop a strong friendship through there, and kind of just get over this whole male loneliness thing. Because otherwise, it's going to continue to get worse. I mean, like a global perspective, according to The Week said, a 2023 survey across 142 countries found that 24% of people aged 15 and above reported feeling very or fairly lonely, with young adults 19 to 29 experiencing the highest rate. So that's our age cohort. And like maybe the traditional masculine norms of like stoicism and over self-reliance can hinder men from forming close relationships with others. And this whole like idea that we can't be weak, that we can't share our opinions or even feelings with one another, that idea holds us back from real social connection. So all I'm trying to say is you should probably start your own YouTube channel, put the ideas out there, and who knows, man, maybe you'll meet the friends that you really need to get going and establish that community that you so long for. But that's about all. Strutly Mully. Peek out the snow, front of a Russia.